nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk. I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. The return man, Chris Moore, and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And right away, he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt that time able to do what he does best, and that's sack the quarterback.
2nd down.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 27-yard line.
And the Raven 1st down.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
And 7 at the 39-yard line.
Again, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got it. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Gain of a yard.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Now, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline.
Step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
The 39-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a dump off here complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flush to, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans push further out in front. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Being chased out left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And a Raven 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 1st down, Wilson. He's letting this, and that's caught inside the 30.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
Touchdown, Houston. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Escaping the pressure right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Whitney Merciless able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the... So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here's Wilson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
14, strip that ball. 58. 19.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's letting this one go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
You know they
past the 20, 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out of it, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They run again with Carson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Patrick Queen.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
At the 44-yard line.
Ingram again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Raven first down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the draw, this is Ingram. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the gun, it's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. Jackson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This is Carson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
The 3rd quarter with the score Texans 28, Ravens nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. An 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
He was brought down by Earl Thomas.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd down, Carson, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now it's Carson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Carson.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, it's Carson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
To Chris Carson.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Ravens, nothing. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
Wilson.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Marcus Peters on
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler, he led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
Returning it is Moore. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
To throw again. Jackson dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yards to go.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Ravens.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
I got you. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their